We don't want nobody to panic. But what is going to be your plan A, plan B? When Donald Trump started this, or Israel started this war, or whatever, it's going to spill over. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice. It's just like, it's not going to be nice. So remember me do nursing and I'm in a school. Why am I thinking about this? Because I think about my future. What's gonna happen? Or am I gonna be able to finish school? Because guess what? I don't know if 2 months from now the whole entire US will get involved in a big war and then please have a shutdown and terrorists start attack places in US. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't, and that's the scary part. You don't
So,
know.
so you don't know, but then that's the part where you have to tell yourself, listen, fear is bigger than fear itself. You can't think about something that you don't know is gonna happen. It's not fair to you and it's not fair to your surrounding. Because the moment you start doing that, then you think it's not affecting you, but it is. So I don't think about stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I don't think that's gonna happen. I know you said otherwise, but
Wait.
I don't know. I mean, you have to have insight about the military to know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
When I
You know what I mean? It's not that simple. It's not that it's not,
let me pull that point down. When them said Donald said he's not gonna get involved and he's not gonna attack Iran, and when first of all, when Trump did say he's not gonna start no war and he's not gonna do no peace, did you believe him at the time? When he said all of those stuff, he's not gonna get us involved in war.
honestly
Did you
honestly
believe him?
no, because no, I didn't, because there's no, that's not possible. In order to protect the United States, you have to. It's like a must. Because they can't say, because if they're gonna say, okay, we're not gonna go to war, then people gonna try to infiltrate and do stuff that gonna cause us harm. So even we just put it this way, the United States is always at war. For the regular persons out there, they don't understand that, but the United States is always at war because of the greatness that the military alone make people fear them. So even when them not do nothing, the power that they have, people is always thinking about way how to dismantle them. So
Yeah.
they always at war. They are always on point to protect what they already have. I don't know if you understand what I'm
No,
saying.
I get they're
So
always at war.
they're always at war. So
Yeah.
don't listen to the noise, because if they're not always at war, we would just go outside one day and see shit happening. So they're always protecting 24/7. It might not be a visual war where everybody can see, but it's an inside war constantly, and it will never change because they have the power where people fear them. And when you fear something, you're gonna be defensive. So everybody's always defensive when it comes to America because they have such a great army. That alone put them at war. So what they say now, I'm not even surprised. Is there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that if we know our head spin, you know that the one that just him like a trophy collector. So once him in, them just want to collect certain trophy and him just want to load up certain things, but he's not doing nothing that the others haven't done or not are still doing. But him just love to chat. So him have to just give himself little glory. But this is something that has been happening and will always be happening.
So he just bombed Iran. So what do you think was gonna happen after that? You think they're gonna roll over and lie dead and say, yes, come on, let's make peace now.
I mean, put it this way: if they try anything, they're gonna be wiped out. I'm not saying we're not gonna be hit, but if they try anything, all these things are in plan and plan ahead.
Yeah. How many
Just
countries
remember,
America is gonna wipe out that never provoked them?
listen, war is not cute. You know that.
I
And
know,
in
but
order for you and I
even
to
go on
have
and
the
start, but Jamaica
i-
do go on and
i-
start in
in
war.
order for you and I to have the protection that we have, it's necessary.
Me
You
no
might
want
not
that
see
protection there.
it,
Me no
but
want
it's
that protection
necessary.
there, you. Me no want that
You
protection
don't have a
there.
choice. I know you alone living
Me
at the
no
world, so
want
then
that
I look on
protection
that.
there. You. America is the only country that used a atomic bomb. Remember, you know, America is the only country that used an atomic bomb in history. No other country. But yet still, the country
And
who has used an atomic bomb, them are the one who say we are growing and waiting to prevent for other people waiting. I don't know. You think they don't think that America will use another atomic bomb again? You don't think what can stop them from? There is nobody in the world that's gonna stop them from using another atomic bomb.
That's why I said before, we are always at war because of the power that they possess. So it's like whether they're troubling somebody or they're not troubling somebody, the weapon that they have put them at war 24/7 because they know the power that them hold. Right now,
Abuse of
they
power.
could stay right now in America.
But that makes sense. Just because they have the power and they can do it,
Then,
they just do it.
no,
And then
I don't think they
you
just
have
do
family
because they
member
have
in
the
the army,
power.
right? You have family
I
member.
I don't think so.
But if you have family member in the army, so you have,
Huh?
I don't know if you have family member in the army. But if innocent people, a lot of one here, when I send have sons, daughters, nephews, uncles, and then in the army. So if we are gonna start unnecessary wars or go out away them there, who you think are gonna be at the front line? Who you think are gonna suffer? And I the leader them in the name of
Yeah,
so-called
but you're
safety.
looking at unnecessary war, but you're not looking at it. You can't personalize it. It's not unnecessary
I think this
war.
kind of
It's
personality
what they
affect us.
possess. It's just like you have. Huh?
Does
It's
war
affecting
affect
us
you
every day. You know
personally?
how it's affecting us big?
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it
So
affect you? Like if US go
it's
to
kind.
war right now, how does it affect you?
I don't want to talk about it because you forget where we are. People.
Okay, yeah.
Just remember. Yeah, like. But let me tell you something. It's like
We buy everybody can buy gas, right? Everybody buy
we
gas.
feel it.
Everybody buy
Somebody
food.
else talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
Michael Forbes.
Oh, I didn't even see that somebody else was here.
we buy
Oh, sorry, I didn't
gas.
even see that somebody else was up here.
We buy gas. We buy food. We just a simple move around. Now, where that gas come from? Not in America. Where that food come from? Not in America.
America have their own gas though. America have their own oil. They're just trying to reserve it because they preparing for war at all times. So they rather use other country resources and save theirs for when it's absolutely necessary.
And
Just
that
know
is
that. Know that America can store their
how it
own gas.
affects us. That is how it affects us. So we're not on the forefront, but we still a fight.
Anyway,
Because
yes,
no
son,
gas gone at $5.
I'm
Well, I
gonna
So
tell
go.
you
you,
have to
Okay.
pay that $5.
but I appreciate you joining and sharing your thoughts. And just pray for us because let me know because I'm thinking about moving back to Jamaica and I know that the US is gonna get even and more entangled. So
Well,
I'm just
you can come stay with me. I already have a set up shop down there.
okay then. If it's a villa or whatever, I don't mind. I will reach in touch because I don't really every day when I sit down and think about stuff, I don't really see
What you gone?
shall work. I don't see like long term or big banks. Like if you're
Go on,
Jamaican and
Russell.
you're here, right? Think about your family. If you have family in the army, think about okay, fine. This is not gonna happen to me. This is not gonna affect me, but it affects all of us, especially Caribbean people who are living with him. It affects us. So don't count out Jamaica. Don't forget Jamaica like me used to forget Jamaica. One thing I know that if there's a war and there's something, I have a home to go back to. So if me need for buy one local house in a Jamaica or set up, I have somewhere I can escape to. I don't like war. I don't like troublemakers. I don't like countries who go around and provoke people. I don't like people. I just don't like the mentality of a lot of people who live here. What's up,
What's
Big
up, man?
Bang?
How you doing?
No, we're talking
Oh,
about
yeah, the whole
the
thing, but it's war is sometimes necessary, and of course, if you know the war industry, from the weaponry, to all the procurements, the agreements with the countries, it's a billion. This is trillions of dollars. This is a lot of money. The money is flowing right now,
and
northbound.
who
So,
benefits
and
from
the
that money.
economy, the economy is stalled. The last couple of years. of Biden's term and now Trump's first year or so, the economy is stalled. And so the only way you can jumpstart the economy in the West is through a war.
Do you think that this going to war with Iran, where we have to use money, we're not saving money, we have to use money, and not only that, we have to use American lives are going to be at risk. Soldiers. I'm sure I don't know if you have went to war before, but I know you have military background.
I've been to several
How does
wars.
this stimulate the U.S. economy? How going to war stimulates the economy?
Because of the weaponry, the machine industry, the oil industry. You're talking about,
Thinking
as
abroad
far
a bit,
as
tell me how it affects Americans on a daily basis. When I talk about the military and because I look at money there, I chicken feed the money. But how does it
Nurse
benefit
Brown.
American?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is a
Yeah.
trillion. The economy itself is about 18 US. We're about $18 trillion economy. The defense industry is probably about $4 or $5 trillion. So you're talking about for GDP, Nurse Brown, it takes up a significant amount of GDP. So, for example, if you're the head of a steel company, Nurse Brown, and the U.S. comes to you and says, "Look, we need for you to produce millions and millions and millions of pounds of steel. And I'm going to give you a contract. If you're Boeing or if you're, Lockheed Martin or SpaceX or one of these companies, Nurse Brown, I'm going to give you a 10-year contract. Test some rockets for me, so I can penetrate 200 feet underground, or I can fire." So it's a lot of millions of people are being. So you're saying how does the everyday American is affected?
How does
The defense industry hires millions of people as well.
Millions of people like who? Me, you, your family member.
Security guards,
You're right.
workers,
Yeah, it
factory
trickles down
workers,
to contractors, to everyone. So it's a lot
drivers,
of
deliver.
yeah. This
How does
trickles
it
down, Nurse Brown.
as a healthcare professional? How does it benefit me?
The healthcare industry benefits as well. I mean, when I was in Germany, for
They
example,
benefit